I see your business. Navy, welcome back. Got some very heavy news to share.
Family from Montgomery, Alabama attacks chief of ship. World dog disses Seon Lee because of his new BMW. Thugs launch firebombing attack on residents of Gregory Park, Portmore. Man killed in freak accident at Grace Kennedy. 13 people were taken into custody after the brawl that took place in Montgomery, Alabama. Around 7 o'clock on Saturday night, the Harriet Riverboat, which was carrying 227 passengers, returned to the quay and attempted to dock in its authorized, reserved spot but was met with the private boat already anchored there, according to the chief. The Harriet and her passengers waited for around 45 minutes as the captain used the PAW system to speak with the boat's operators, Albert claimed, and all they got in return was obscene gestures, curse words, and taunting. A Riverside worker, Damian Pickett, claimed he held on for dear life when a group of white boaters jumped him. Damian remembered what transpired on the day the men refused to move their boat so a dinner cruise riverboat could land in a handwritten narrative he submitted to law police following the August 5th brawl and acquired by NBC News. Crew members of the Harriet then defended Pickett. The captain of the Harriet called the police to report a disturbance. At 7:15 the police received a second call. The police chief claims that the first cops arrived at the location at 7:18 p.m. During the news conference on Tuesday, Reed claimed that the altercation was caused by careless individuals who did not use good judgment and caused an event that certainly was avoidable. That being said, the police department and other members of the community both acted quickly and purposefully. When questioned on Wednesday about the additional participants in the fight, Reed responded, "We would have preferred obviously that maybe they break it up," but he acknowledged that tensions were high. When you're not involved, it's easy to Monday morning quarterback the situation, but I can certainly understand people who took the initiative to try to defend someone they saw was being treated unfairly. The altercation gave rise to numerous jokes, parodies, reenactments, memes, and even t-shirts. A variation on the late 19th century hymn Lift Every Voice and Sing, sometimes referred to be the Black national song, read Lift Every Chair and Swing, on one blouse. This particular joke made reference. That joke in particular called to the moment a black man was seen hitting a white person with a folding chair. After Montgomery Police Chief Darrell J. Albert stated last week at a press conference that they were wanting to talk with him after he was seen wielding that folding chair, the 42-year-old man handed himself in on. His name Reggie Ray wielded a folding chair at one of the ladies who attacked Damian Pickett and others who dared to help him. Ray was allegedly identified in video footage by police officers, is now being held at the Montgomery Municipal Jail on a misdemeanor disorderly conduct charge. So World Dog dissed Seon Lee after he posted his new BMW Jeep. Here is what he said.
Oi, I just sit down. Oi. Sit down, yes, I'm tired of people going like they want bagga. I mean, bagga, I mean, crepe bagga. I'm left it go now. Come and tell us something. Did you know if you walk past Seon Lee car and you cut your sugar? You iron. Did you know that Seon Lee blood touch me pick me a prison car? Did you know that Seon Lee car need to start use roll arm in the next 6 months as 6 wall? Seon Lee car a big pick the pupils. Word when name. Where you start use roll on and you get big and you use 16-year-old. Puberty. Instead of puberty. Since you want to start with me, I feel like we don't fast. Julie can make like a second.
What's your my friend at the day?
Alright.
My friend.
Well, I'm going to go find out two. We have to. I don't feed you now. We find out. I'm there now. See
What's up, man?
Me I tell Seon about the socks a while ago. Seon say man top play match with me. Can't be this with this. Me I wanna walk. Me just run for fire.
Why black people so bad mind I don't know. Before they happy the man upgrade from an Integra to a BMW they dissing him. Typical Jamaican people bad mind even when you staying out of their way. All of that unnecessary hate because someone upgraded their life. They only happy when it's them and not you. A preliminary account of the early morning nightmare that engulfed Gregory Park, St. Catherine, leaving one person dead and more than 40 homeless, claims that gunmen fired on victims fleeing their burning homes, forcing them back into the smoldering structures. In the early hours of Saturday, the assault occurred at Cottage Drive and Walker's Avenue intersections 17 and 44. Walker's Avenue, where the fire victims were asleep. The houses were allegedly set on fire by the attackers after they threw oil on them. Later, they fired a shot, waking up the occupants. The report stated that when people were trying to flee burning buildings, gunmen opened fire on them, forcing them to withdraw inside the blazing buildings. One of the residents was severely burned all over her body and is currently in the hospital. Ranil Rampunch Houghton, a 28-year-old cab driver, was shot and killed at 17 Walker's Avenue while purportedly riding in a white Toyota Probox car with a companion. Both men allegedly heard explosions, and Houghton was wounded in the upper body and right arm while trying to flee. He fell and later passed away. The fire was put out by crews from the Waterford and Spanish Town fire stations. 1 blood sample and 8 used casings was found. According to examinations made thus far, 8 homes were completely or partially damaged, leaving 27 adults and 18 children without a place to call home. Portmore, which is a part of the St. Catherine South Police Division, is home to Gregory Park. In recent months, gang-related violence in the neighborhood has increased. This is unfortunate. Imagine preparing your child for school September, buying books, uniforms, and school shoes, and this happens. I hope some good Samaritans contribute something to the parents and children that lost their homes. BrittanyGoffe gets assaulted at party. TikTok star BrittanyGoffe gets assaulted and robbed of her Movado watch in party. There is so many stories as to what took place. It is alleged that it was a selector that assaulted her, and that the party was held in Montego Bay, somewhere close to where she's from. People on social media have been saying that Brittany was the one who first assaulted the selector. She went on live several times after she was escorted by police out of the party. But why was it that she was left outside the party and not escorted safely home?
Cycle never stops. It's a cycle, it never stops. That's the box for my watch. That nigga stole everything. 100K watch. He stole my 100K watch off my hand. Hit me in the bottle with my Casamigos bottle. Who the you think that you are? Who is you? Who is you? You stole my watch off my hand, 100K, nigga. And you think you could walk around with that watch right now and survive, nigga? You find the energy not for you. My sweat done embedded in that watch. My sweat is in that watch. I was dancing, I was sweating. My sweat is done embedded in that watch, nigga. Who the think you is weak? I chose you, not you chose war. You know what? I'm trying to match your energy. Don't see me and smile with me. We not no friends. You violated me. I came supporting your party. You came for war. Remember that. Nigga, we at war.
As a celebrity, you have to understand that people don't see you as normal like them. It's full-time Britt get an entourage that will protect her. Britt always going to an event on her own, but I think she should try and have company with her where she goes, or at least get a bodyguard. Cause these people out here be so in their feelings. They just be waiting for anything to go down to attack. Why do you think people like Beyonce and other celebs get bodyguards? Because of reasons like this. I think Britt should consider leaving her hometown. The hate never normally comes from strangers. Well, here's a message from a TikToker.
A big influencer. Listen up. An envious person is one of the worst set of person. They will kill you and they will betray you. Them hate you because of who you is. Them hate you because them is not at your level. Them hate you and wish them were you, your personality and everything that made about you. Are envious people, you hate you that much that them will send you. Them will sell you out to your worst enemy. They will give you to the answer your own enemy. That's all them is. So in a life, you just have to be careful. You hear me? I want to know. You just have to be careful.
So true. Think Britt would have learned from the Negro incident, but she keeps making the same mistake. She also needs to cool down on drinking. We don't want to hear Britt on the news at all. I hope she listens to her fellow TikToker. A freight truck overturned and landed on top of a car in the vicinity of where Grace Kennedy is located. The deadly accident that occurred outside the gates of the Grace Kennedy Distribution Center in St. Catherine on Friday afternoon has a victim, according to Spanish Town Police.
Take that one. One.
As reported by the authorities, Grant was operating a Honda Fit along the Salt Pond Road at about 2:15 p.m. when a trailer's driver lost control of the vehicle. The truck then toppled over on top of the automobile, crushing the driver. After a tractor raised the trailer off of the car, Grant was taken out of the accident. The driver of the car is unfortunately deceased. This is a freak accident. This is a horrible thing to happen to anyone. It's as if I'm watching Final Destination. This is so unfortunate. Anyways, do you think that Britt deserved to have been treated the way she did by that selector? Let me know what you think. Until my next episode.
Britt gets into a fight at a party.
Yeah. I was at a party drinking Casamigos. I paid for 30 bands, you feel me? Them niggas fucked me up there, you feel me? It is what it is, bro. I don't got no respect where I am, you feel me? You know, you better take me where you are, or they gonna kill me out here. And that's the truth, you feel me? I'll call Nicki Minaj, bro.